Welcome back, everybody. This is the second video on in that, not really a series, but this is on that collection I was able to purchase, and this is the Mosin Nagant M44 that the friend of the friend of the friend thought it was an Arisaka. Go back and watch my Browning A5 video if you want to see the whole story on that. I won't go back, torture you with that story again, go back and repeat it. But this was the Mosin Nagant M44 that was in one of the 3 firearms that I was able to purchase from that small collection. And the reason I put this in the bundle deal is I who doesn't like a Mosin Nagant? They're really fun to collect for World War II firearms, and this one had a particularly interesting stock on it. It was very blonde in color. It's been unrefinished since it was Arsenal refinished. It has some odd markings on the stock that are rather flaws in the finishing process at some point when it was Arsenal refinished. The bluing is spectacular. The previous owner obviously never fired it. If I pull the bolt out and bring it toward the camera, we can see how clean. Now, I haven't touched this firearm at all since I brought it home, but we wanted to just move it up here so I can see. You can see how immaculately clean it is. A little cosmoline still in the nooks and crannies, but it's not bad. It was apparently cleaned up and wiped down a little bit. Electro penciled on the bolt. As far as serial number goes, the original serial number, all the other serial numbers are also matching. So let's I'll just bring it up real quick so you can see. This is a 1946 dated. Show you some of those odd marking striations that are in the firearm. It looks like it's kind of a bubbling in the paint. I don't know if there was some oils in the wood when they Arsenal refinished it, or if it got something on it later that affected that finish and gave it that strange striation look to it. But kind of fun blonde color on this stock, other than the usual really dark red. The brush marks are all evident. Looks like a very authentic re-Arsenal finish on it. Very few cartouches on the stock. Being a post-war gun, that shouldn't be that unusual. Get it in here a little closer so you can see possibly the 1946 build date, which of course again is post-war, which would attribute to some of the fine condition of it. The bore is probably the finest I've ever seen on a Mosin Nagant. It's a mirror shine bore, absolutely perfect. You can see the fine bluing that exists. The only paint I found a lot of Mosin Nagants have paint on them when they are re-arsenaled. The top cover on the barrel has a little bit of paint. You can see some's chipping off there. Hit my microphone for you. Can't do a video without hitting the microphone. And then the little rear paint on that rear, the metal on the rear of the cover, the top cover. So there we have it. Just a real quick view of the second firearm I picked up from that collection. You can see electro penciled serial number. It's upside down to you, but also you'll notice on it is the Sling. This is a carbine length Sling. I found a supplier for these out of country, and I prefer them over the original long length slings. This is a M38 sling, and you can tell the difference because it has these large leather tabs on it. Excellent condition brass buckles, but they're quite a bit shorter. They fit these M38s and M44 Mosin Nagants quite a bit better than the original long slings. Now I might add, along with it came the usual supplies all bagged up here. 2 ammo pouches, an oil bottle full of Cosmoline. That's why it's still in the bag, and the usual cleaning kit with the all the screwdriver and the cleaning jags and the little gauge no-go gauges to set your firing pin protrusion. Very important to have one of those with the Mosin Nagant. But all in all, not bad for. And the purchase price on this one was part of that bulk offer I threw out, so you could roughly say I paid $200 for this Mosin Nagant M44, which is a little closer to the going price of these. Actually, I'm starting to see the $300+ range on a nice example. And of the M44s with the swing out bayonet, I'm not going to latch it into place because the barrel's unmarked on this one. I'm going to kind of keep this one in nice condition. But you can get that. So there we are. The second of the firearms is able to purchase from this elderly woman whose husband had died. And I just found this blonde M44, one of the ones I had to throw into the pile on that bulk deal I made on them. One more firearm to look at, and it's in pieces right now because it did require a little bit of work. It's the Winchester. I've got the stock laying right here. You can see the amazing condition on this firearm, built in 1909, but we'll get into this one in a next video. Probably be a little bit before I get the parts that I needed for it and explain why I bought it and what I paid for it. And we'll see you back then. In probably be a couple weeks on that one before I get the parts assembled and get it back together. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.